I got some comments. Hi, alrighty. Is anybody out there? Come on, boys and girls. We need to teach. We need to learn this. All right, we got 2 people watching. If you're coming over from the other stream, I don't know what the hell happened. Brand new internet. It's probably I think it might be the iPad. I don't know. So, all right, Nathan. And, geez, I know how to say your name, buddy. Harno. Mr. Wolfman. Making a coil spring knife. Mr. Guga. Ryan. Science Addict's back. Hello, Germany. I don't know what happened, guys. I don't know anything. You know, this is new stuff to me. So, and there'll be some trollers out there giving me grief about it. But, all right, ask some questions. I'll give you some answers, and I'm going to get my backside home. It's been a long day. Have you ever thought about making your power hammer yet? I think about it every day. I'm working on the design of my brain. Yeah, I'll build a power hammer. I don't know when. Probably before the summer's up. What made you get into blacksmithing? Watching a YouTube video made me get into blacksmithing. I saw some dude make a knife and say, hey, that looks like fun. And I videotaped my first knife process. So go way back into the videos, pounding on the side of a sledgehammer. All right? And then from there, it just kind of grew. What's up? Enjoy your stuff. Thank you. Fearless. I don't know what the emoticon is, but it's a young lady going like that. I wouldn't call me a hero, Alberto, but if it makes you swing the hammer, I'm glad I am. Hello, Poland. Power hammer, awesome. Inspiration is a word. Whenever I see somebody use that word in comments, it makes me get up the next day and do it again. Hello, Tom, Daniel. I don't know how to say that. Hoyp, Joep. How do you say that? Can you make an axe? If you do, please. If I make anything, I'm going to make a video about it. I almost always do. Have not made an axe yet. I bought a bunch of old axes at the auction. I don't have it here. Forge welded axes. But yeah, I'm going to make an axe. Advice on coil spring knives. Jeez, it's been a while since I've done a coil spring. I'll have to do one of those again. Don't take more metal than you need. That's the first advice. And as far as coil springs, I haven't had a lot of problems with stress fractures. Go for the old coil springs. Don't run to the scrapyard and buy some, little 1/2-inch diameter car coil spring. Get something big and hefty and cut off a chunk that you need and go to town. I think they're oil quench, by the way. Can you make custom knives with some cool designs? I can try to make anything. Am I taking orders right now? No. But I will be soon. I missed something about that. Hello from Montreal. That'll be cool. Have you ever accidentally melted the steel in the forge? Yep. Have I? Yep. Will I? Yep. Are you thinking about forging fire? Not at the moment, but Thursday I will be. Hint, hint. Thank you, Daniel. Can't have coal in Colorado. Can you weld with propane? I don't. The answer is yes. You see the guys do it on Forge and Fire, and you see it on YouTube. That's one of the things that I'll be doing pretty soon. We're going to do a video on trying to do forge welding with propane. The answer has to be yes, because that's what they're using. I think it's probably a little less forgiving. At this point, I haven't gotten enough heat out of the Devil Forge, the propane forge, hello Finland, to feel comfortable with forge welding soon. As a matter of fact, we might even do it this week. I like that idea. Have you ever tried ambidextrous forging? Yes, I have, and that's why you haven't seen it on video. No, ambidextrous forging is a good idea, especially when you're doing textured hammering on a lot of stuff. I'm just not good at it. Hello from England. Hello from UK. Logan and Jim. Hello from Holland. Man, you guys are all over the world. Holy crap, man. I hope this thing doesn't lock up again. I was streaming before. If you're just joining me, we locked up, and I'm sorry, but Romanian go to steal to your poor country. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if you do you still play the guitar? No, no, not really. I don't have time for it anymore. I really don't. Oh, I missed something there. Wales. How do you quote on your price for work? That's a good question. Let's talk about that for a little while. It's tricky. It depends on what I'm making. We're talking about right now pricing work. Here's what I like to do. If I make a piece, I like to put $50 an hour on it. If I know what I'm doing, if it's a new piece and I'm trying to figure things out, no. But if it's a piece that I know I'm working efficiently on making, $50 an hour. Then I take a look at what that turns out to be. So if I'm working on a piece and there's 3 hours in it and it's $150 and I think that the thing's only worth $50, I'm going to sell it for $50 and I'll go ahead and make $5 an hour or whatever I'm going to do, depending on what it is that I'm making. $35 an hour is a kind of $35 an hour. I don't find myself wondering. I should stop moving. Maybe that's messing up the bandwidth. I don't find myself wondering whether the item's worth it, but it's a tricky thing. I figure out choose a rate. What do you want to make? You want to make $10 an hour? Then work it out, and then what I do is that piece worth that? And if the piece is worth it, that's the way I go. Now, if I'm making crazy stuff, decorative stuff, architectural stuff, then I might be a little more greedy. But if I'm making tools or stuff like that, I try to be. I'd rather have it sold than make $2 million on it. Pennsylvania's about 2 hours away, Justin. I'm cool. I'm glad you laugh a lot. Hopefully you're not laughing at all my pain. Hello from Poland. Good, not really. Oh, it went by too fast. Can you give any advice regarding an ultra low budget newbie anvil? Geez, the anvils are a pain in the neck, guys. Let's talk about anvils for a little bit. I did not switch from propane to coal. No, coal's my preferred thing. I bought the long propane forge for when I need to heat up longer stuff like that sword. All right, back to anvils. I started I started on the side of a sledgehammer. I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of guys take a wooden block and somehow bore a hole in it and put a sledgehammer in vertically there. Their anvil's only this big around, but that doesn't sound too bad. I went out and bought the Harbor Freight 55-pound anvil. Don't tell everybody, they'll be screaming at me. It's a piece of junk. Watch my video. I have a video on what you need to start blacksmithing or something like that. How do I start blacksmithing? The question, if you want to get a good anvil and you have a little bit of money, you can fellow New Yorkers, sweet Finland, Brunswick, all over the world. Auctions. You can sometimes get lucky on eBay. You can sometimes get lucky on Craigslist. But auctions are the way to go, because sometimes you get lucky. For example, if you go back to my videos, and hopefully I can do this without killing myself. Holy mother of Christ. Here we go, ready? This one here, 147 pounds, auction. This is the one that I redid. That one cost me $140. I got it for $1 a pound. Now this one here, you guys haven't seen it. Whoa, I almost dropped it on my freaking foot. You haven't seen it yet. I wish this camera was pointing down a little bit. Holy shit. All right, that one there without the horn. That one I just got at an auction. Holy shit. Damn, that's heavy. Anyway, it used to be 148 pounds. Now the bick is missing, or the horn's missing. $5 I paid for that. So auctions. You hate your anvil. Mine is a piece. No, I like my anvil. I'm not happy. I'm 12 and I love knife making. Don't cut yourself, Big Mike. Fathers, mothers, grandparents, talk to people. Who's got an anvil hidden in their backyard? That's what we need. That's the best way to find it. Holy cow, those are heavy. Texas, Josh. Don't give yourself a hernia for us. Yeah, that's right, science addict. $275. You can buy an anvil for $3 a pound. That's relatively an easy thing to do. To get under $3 a pound, that's the problem. If you're spending $5 a pound or something like that, it better be a darn good looking anvil. Railroad track, a lot of guys use it. $5 anvil, that's right, Joe. That one I picked up without the horn. Cost me $5 at the auction. But I have plans for that one, and that's going to be, you're going to see that. Beginner Blacksmith, do you have any advice? Yes, watch my video. Ty, there's a video called How Do I Start Blacksmithing? There's a lot of advice in there, for sure. Don't give up, be safe. That's the first thing I'll tell you. Just made a new forge yesterday, Big Mike, good job. Montana, that's where I want to live someday. Everything's going by too fast. Well, best kind of coal, if you ask anybody, the best kind of coal is bituminous coal. I like bituminous. I've worked with it because I think you use a lot less coal and you get a nice little oven in there, but it smokes like crazy and it's just too dirty. I use anthracite because it's what I can get my hands on easily. What coal do you use? Right there from Noah is asking. Anthracite, but with anthracite, you have to have air on it. So you just constantly have to have air, not full bore, but constantly. Do you do any projects with my friends, Dylan? I don't have any friends, except for my kids. I have, oh, sweet, Straight Razor by Logan. I have yet to do that. The grinding on that scares me. It's just, I don't feel I have that kind of control yet. You're welcome for my videos, Elgewood. Have you tried forge welding with sand? No, Rusty. And, oh, damn you. All right, I'll try. Move on here, brother. We love, oh, I didn't know what you see, what Ratko said. I am originally from New York. I'm having a problem with kissing horseshoe with my, darn, I can't read it all. I should read the bottom. My daughter's fine, Caitlin. Hi, big man boy. Come, wait, Daniel, what? What did I do? Is it worth trying to do blacksmithing full time? Let me talk about that for a little bit. Depends what worth means. Can I make a living at it? The answer is I don't know yet. If I'm still at it at the end of this summer, then the answer is yes. At this point, I'm right at the break-off point. I lost my job in July, and I've made a lot of money since then. A lot of it thanks to you guys. But I have not fully supported myself. I see myself lagging, so I wonder what we're doing on bitrate. I haven't supported myself totally with blacksmithing yet. This month and next month, and that's what we're going to see. We're friends, Caitlin, all right. Or Caton. Glad to see you got it working. Well, it's kind of working. South Korea. Belgium. Yes, I haven't done a railroad spike. Who's asking? Big Mike. I haven't done a railroad spike thing in a long time. So, actually, I made up. I haven't done anything cool with railroad spikes. But yeah, I'll do that. Do you have to have a belt grinder to make knives? The answer is no. You can sit there and use a file. It's a lot of work, and if you like it, that's you know, you can do some really good quality. But yeah, you want to get a belt grinder. The 2x72 belt grinder that I built, it's a miracle machine. If you're trying to make a living or trying to do that to make money, yeah, definitely a belt grinder. But you can get by with, you know what, you can get by with an angle grinder and get the shape in there and finish it up with a file. Have you ever tried auctioning off your things you made? Yeah, I used to sell my stuff on eBay, but it gets to the point where I was taking orders more, you know, I didn't have anything available anyway. And now I hate to auction things off on eBay because I think they would sometimes sell for more than what I think they're worth. So I know that seems odd, but that's I like to keep, you know, some of that principle. Tomahawk Railroad Spike, I already did one of my first videos, but I'll do it again. Oh, missed the kissing horses question again. Railroad Spike Razor? No, I don't think so. I don't think, well, you know what, no, I have no reason to. Spike knives, guys, are great to learn on. They make a great beater knife. You can cut yourself pretty badly with them, but if you're going to do something like a straight razor, something where that edge is so very important, then don't waste your time with the knife unless you don't know what you're doing. or with the railroad spike rather, then go ahead and cut and carve and do that kind of stuff. But you want good steel. Metal burns before it welds in the propane store. Geez, that's interesting. I haven't done forge welding with propane, so I'm not sure. But you got to watch. It doesn't matter. Well, no, I can't say that. I would imagine either way, you have to watch that steel. You can't force it to get. You can't force it. You got to bring it up to temperature. Not that I'm an expert. This is my advice. You have to bring it up to temperature. Not slowly, but comfortably, and then you need to watch it. As soon as you see those little flares start coming, you need to take that out. At this point, Lionheart custom project. If it's something unusual, then you get a hold of me through email. oldschoolforge@yahoo.com is a good email to use. But as far as like common things, I'm not taking orders right now. I got too many to catch up on, like knives and things like that. I have not used ball bearings yet, but I'm looking for them. How's the solar forge going? The solar forge is sitting up there. I'm not. I didn't pursue that any farther because of the pinpoint spot. It was pretty cool though. Who's calling me? Got so many people calling me. I don't know what to do. Israel, what about casting metal? Man, I really want to do that. Hold tight. I'm gonna come back. All right, I'm back. Hopefully I didn't lose you. We're talking about casting. Somebody asked me about casting. You may or may not have seen, but I started this knife over a year ago. It was a Daedric dagger from some game. And it's actually started with a railroad spike back in those days. And I've made this clay form, and I want to cast that in aluminum. So I do have a goal to do some casting. I got a pretty good collection of aluminum, pretty good collection of brass. There seems to be a pretty good market for hammers and axes. Yes, but hammers and axes, hammers, tools. You need to you need some pretty good tools to make that kind of stuff well, and I don't know why I'm hemming and hawing on that one. As far as axes go, yeah, I mean, there's a market for anything we do, guys. I mean, there's a market for almost everything. Skyrim, yep, that's right. Yeah, when this thing, if this works, if I can cast that aluminum around this knife, I think it'll be a pretty cool knife. Leaf springs make great choppers. That's one of the only reclaimed steels, leaf springs, that I've had trouble once I get the knife almost done and have stress fractures that were already in the piece. So you got to be careful about that.